up when nobody's watching and refusing to lose your place. The road to power isn't glorious, it's lonely, cold and steep, built from sacrifices nobody notices and promises you choose to keep. I carry doubt across my shoulders, I drag fear through the rain, but every burden made me stronger. Every struggle rewired my veins. Stand your ground, hold the line. Greatness is earned one day at a time. This is the weight of a king, heavy as the world can be, but pressure only sharpens the warrior inside of me. The weight of a king carved into my bones. Every battle taught me how to stand when I'm alone. I won't break, I won't bend, I wear this crown until the end. The mirror knows the truth about me, the nights I almost walked away, the mornings I chose discipline, when comfort begged for me to stay. No legend rises without failure, no empire stands without a cost. Every victory worth remembering was built on something once thought lost. The mountain never got smaller, I simply learned to climb, and every challenge that appeared was another chance to redefine. Stand your ground, hold the line. Greatness is earned one day at a time. More weight, more pressure, more resistance, more growth. Because diamonds are not made in comfort, because champions are not built in ease, because kings are not crowned by luck, they are forged by adversity. This is the weight of a king, and I'll carry it with pride. Every scar became a chapter, every wound became a guide. The weight of a king now burning in my soul. The stronger grows the challenge, the stronger grows my control. The weight of a king, the heart of a warrior, the mind of a champion, the soul of a legend. I remember when the pressure on me, when the weight controlled my breath, when every challenge looked impossible and every dream felt close to death. But pain can only rule a moment if you refuse to let it stay. Cause every storm eventually breaks against the will that won't give way. I stopped asking if I can make it, started proving it instead, turning every ounce of doubt into fuel inside my chest. Hear the echo, hear the sound, another limit falling down. This was the day pain lost, the day I took control, the day the fire burned so bright it swallowed every doubt I know. This was the day pain lost, the day fear let me go. Every scar became a trophy, every wound became my goal. Pain lost, I won. The fight goes on. The iron never cared for excuses, the mirror never hid the truth. They showed me exactly who I was and who I still needed to become. The mountain kept getting higher, the road kept getting steep, and But greatness belongs to those who keep moving when they're weak. Every setback became a lesson, every failure became a guide. And every time life pushed against me, something stronger came alive. Hear the echo, hear the sound, another limit falling down. Push when it hurts, push when it burns, push when everything inside says stop. Because the strongest version of you lies beyond that point, beyond comfort, beyond fear, beyond pain. This was the day pain lost, the day I found my name, the day the pressure forged a warrior inside the flame. This was the day pain lost, and I refuse to fade. Because every battle left behind now marches at my feet. Pain lost, I rose. Pain lost, I conquered. Pain lost, I became unstoppable. Nobody handed me a kingdom, nobody opened up the gate. I built my future from the rubble, while the doubters watched and waited. Every sunrise found me working, every sunset saw me bleed. The dream was never just a vision, it became a living need. The weight kept growing on my shoulders, but so did everything inside. And every burden I carry turned into a reason why. Feel the pressure, feel it rise. Champions are not born, they're realized. This is my crown of sweat, my proof that I survived. Every sacrifice I made is standing here alive. This is my crown of sweat, forged beneath the strain. Every drop became a diamond, every scar became a flame. I earned this, I built this. Nobody gave me my name. The nights were long and unforgiving, the road was colder than I knew. But comfort never built a legend, and easy never made it through. I learned to trust the voice within me when everything around said stop. Because greatness lives beyond the point where ordinary people drop. Feel the pressure, feel it rise. Champions are not born, they're realized. One more rep, one more round, one more reason not to back down. One more climb, one more fight, one more step into the light. No shortcuts, no excuses, no surrender, no retreat. This is my crown of sweat, the prize nobody sees, built from years of discipline and endless self-belief. This is my crown clock strikes hard against my chest. Another battle, another test. No silver road, no easy way. I earn these scars day after day. The voices said I'd never make it. The pressure tried its best to break me, but every fall became a weapon. Every wound became my blessing. Feel the fire in my veins. I was born to push through pain. I shatter the limit. I break every wall. When the world says surrender, I refuse to fall. I shatter the limit. No chains remain. Every drop of struggle turns to power again. Stronger, higher, faster, unchained. Hey. No crowd was there when I was bleeding. No spotlight when my heart was screaming. Just silent nights and endless grinding. Building the man that now believing. I learned that greatness isn't given. It's forged where doubt and fear are living. The darkest roads reveal the strongest. The longest fight creates the legend. Feel the fire in my veins. I was born to push through pain. I shatter the limit. I break every wall. When the world says surrender, I refuse to fall. I shatter the limit. No chains remain. Every drop of struggle turns to power again. One more rep, one more breath, one more step beyond the edge. No excuses, no retreat, no surrender to defeat. I shatter the limit. The mountain gives way. Everything I feared before can't stand today. I shatter the limit. The warrior remains, and every storm I've overcome now runs inside my veins. Shatter the limit. Shatter the limit. I rise again. While the world was chasing comfort, I was chasing something more. Every setback built a staircase. Every bruise became a door. The rain kept falling on my shoulders. The road kept testing every step, but pressure only made me stronger. I haven't met my limit yet. Heart of steel, mind of stone. I was never built to fold. I'll be the last one standing when the dust fills up the sky. When the weak begin to crumble, I'll still be ready for the fight. The last one standing through the fire and the rain. silent grind. Only champions know the feeling of leaving comfort far behind. The pain became my daily teacher. The struggle sharpened every edge. And every time the world said stop, I took another step instead. Heart of steel, mind of stone, I was never built to fall. One more round, one more mile, one more reason not to quit. One more battle, one more climb, one more chance to prove I'm built for this. No surrender, no retreat, no fear beneath my feet. I'll be the last one standing when the shadows start to fall. When the storm becomes relentless, I'll be standing through it all. The last one standing, stronger than before. Every battle left behind me only opened bigger doors. The last one standing. Still rising, still fighting, still standing. I'm at the edge 1,000 times, where weaker hearts will turn around, where every breath feels twice as heavy, and every step drags through the ground. The weight kept asking for surrender, the clock kept stealing what I had. But every time I faced the darkness, I gave it everything I am. The road to greatness isn't pretty, it's carved with sacrifice and scars. It's built from showing up exhausted and still deciding to go hard. Feel the burn, hear the call. This is where the strong stand tall. Beyond the pain, beyond the fear, beyond the voice that says you'll never make it here. Beyond the pain, beyond the doubt, lies the version of yourself you haven't brought out. One more step, one more fight, one more reason to ignite. No champion was born a champion, no king arrived wearing a crown. They built themselves through silent mornings when nobody else was around. The mirror doesn't care for promises, the iron doesn't care for dreams. They only answer to the effort behind the words and in between. And when my body starts to weaken, when every muscle starts to shake, I remember why I started and everything that's at stake. Feel the burn, hear the call. This is where the strong stand tall. Push when it's uncomfortable, push when it hurts, push when the excuses sound convincing, push when nobody's watching, because one day the struggle becomes the story becomes the legacy. I stopped asking for permission, stopped waiting for my turn. The fire inside my chest was something I had earned. The clock kept moving forward, the pressure never slept. But every ounce of suffering became a strength I kept. The road was steep and unforgiving, the cost was more than most could pay. But I didn't come this far to let the fear decide my fate. Blood and sweat, steel and scars, that's exactly who we are. There is no ceiling, no final line, no finish waiting at the edge of time. There is no ceiling, no mountain too high. Every level that I conquer shows another left to climb. Higher, stronger, further than before. There is no ceiling anymore. The mirror knows my true reflection, not the version people see. It knows the battles fought in silence. It knows the man I chose to be. I carry doubt upon my shoulders, I carry failure through the rain. But every burden made me stronger, every setback built my name. Blood and sweat, steel and scars, that's exactly who we are. Push beyond the breaking point, push beyond the fear, push beyond the voice that says you'll never make it here. The limit isn't in the weight, the limit isn't in the pain. The limit is the lie you tell yourself. Break the chain. There is no ceiling, no end in sight. The deeper grows the struggle, the brighter burns the fight. There is no ceiling, no dream too far. The strongest version of myself is still becoming who they are. Higher, stronger, relentless, forever climbing. Forever climbing. The sky went dark above my head. The doubt came knocking once again. But I've been here 1,000 times, and every scar became a friend. The road was rough, the nights were longer, the weight was heavy on my soul. But every challenge fed the hunger, every setback fueled the goal. Let it rain, let it pour, I've survived this all before. You can't unbreak the storm inside me, you can't undo the fight I've won. Every battle made me stronger, every mile was only one. You can't unbreak the storm inside me, you can't silence from sacrifice and discipline, forged behind a closed gym door. No spotlight in the early mornings, no applause in the pouring rain. Just a promise to keep moving through the pressure and the pain. Let it rain, let it pour, I've survived this all before. When my body screams enough, my spirit answers louder. When the mountain stands ahead, I become the climber. When the world expects me down, I rise even higher. You can unbreak the storm inside me. You can erase the path I've paved. Every scar became a symbol of the battles that I faced. You can unbreak the storm inside me. I was built to overcome, and the strongest part about me is I never stop becoming. The storm lives on. The storm lives on. The world sees strength when I am standing, but never sees the cost beneath. The years of sacrifice and silence, the promises I chose to keep. Every morning felt like battle, every night became a test. I learned that comfort breeds excuses, and pressure brings out your best. The road was paved with broken versions of the man I used to be, because every level I conquered demanded more from me. Hear the thunder, feel the ground. The moment's here, the time is now. Titans don't bleed, they become the storm. Standing where the weak surrender, holding strong when hope is gone. Titans don't bleed, they ignite the flame. Every scar becomes a symbol, every battle builds a name. When the world says fall, we rise. No crown was waiting at the finish, no guarantees along the way. Just discipline inside the darkness, showing up day after day. The weight grew heavier each season, the mountain climbed into the sky. But every challenge made me stronger, every struggle raised me high. The pain stopped feeling like an enemy, it became fuel beneath my feet. And every obstacle before me turned into something I could be. Hear the thunder, feel the ground. The moment's here, the time is now. Push beyond exhaustion, push beyond fear, push beyond every excuse you've repeated for years. Because greatness waits beyond the place most people choose to stop. Titans don't bleed. Titans don't bleed. beneath the endless grind, the one who waited for permission, the one who always fell behind. The road was cold and unforgiving, the nights were longer than they seemed, but pressure has a way of shaping the people bold enough to dream. Every scar became a compass, every failure drew the map, and every time life knocked me down, I learned a new way to attack. Let it burn, let it fade, everything I was yesterday. From the ashes of yesterday, I rise stronger than before. Every piece that fell apart built something worth fighting for. From the ashes of yesterday, I found the strength to stay, and every fire meant to break me lit another path to greatness. I rise, I fight, I become. The mirror sees a different person, not the one who used to run. Now the fear has lost its power, now the doubt has come undone. I stopped chasing easy answers, stopped searching for a safer road, because legends aren't remembered for the battles they avoided. The storm still comes without warning, the weight still tests my soul, but now I welcome every challenge, because passion fuels the goal. Let it burn, let it fade, everything I was yesterday. Break the comfort. Break the pattern. Break the comfort. Break the pattern. Break the limits in your head. The strongest version of yourself is waiting just ahead. One more step, one more fight, one more chance to change your life. From the ashes of yesterday, a warrior now remains. Every setback turned to fuel, every loss transformed to gain. From the ashes of yesterday, the fire still survives, and every battle left behind is proof that I'm alive. Ashes behind me, greatness before me, forever rising. I wasn't built beneath the spotlight, I wasn't made with comfort lips. The dark became my training ground, the place where warriors are forged within. While the world was chasing easy, I was chasing something real. Learning every ounce of greatness comes from choosing not to kneel. The silence tested my devotion, the pressure tested what I knew, and every challenge standing before me only showed me what to do. When the lights go out, when the fear arises, that's the moment legends come alive. I was forged in the dark, tempered by the flame. Every battle left a mark, every scar became my name. unseen cost. Only the ones who keep advancing know what it means to never stop. The weight was heavy on my shoulders. The road was longer than I planned. But every mile became a weapon. Every setback made me stand. I learned that pain can be a teacher if you listen long enough. And greatness isn't born from talent, it's born from refusing to give up. When the lights go out, when the fear arrives, that's the moment legends come alive. When my lungs begin to burn, push. When my muscles start to fail, push. When my mind says walk away, push. Because champions are built one decision at a time. I was forged in the dark. Now the fire shines through. Everything that tried to break me only made my vision true. Forged in the dark and stronger than before. Because every locked door in my life became something worth fighting for. Forged in the dark. Forged in the dark. Forever the bar feels heavier today, like the world is pressing down. Every muscle starts to tremble. Every breath could leave me now. But I've learned something about pressure. It reveals what you believe. When the easy road disappears, only conviction leads. Hold the line, stay alive. One more rep can change your life. When the weights hit back, I hit harder. When the pain strikes first, I go farther. When my body wants to quit, my soul takes control. Every challenge in my path only sharpens my resolve. When the weights hit back, I don't break, I become. No champion was built in comfort. No legend found an easy way. The strongest steel was born in fire. The greatest hearts refuse to fade. I can hear the doubt surrounding, trying to pull me underneath. But I've carried storms before, and they never buried me. Hold the line, stay alive. One more rep can change your life. This is where the weak stop walking. This is where excuses end. This is where the fear gets shattered. This is where I rise again. No mercy, no limits, no surrender, no retreat. When the weights hit back, I become stronger. I become relentless. I become unstoppable. I wasn't born beneath the spotlight. I wasn't raised inside applause. I learned my lessons in the shadows, with pressure writes its own laws. The world kept searching for shortcuts. I kept searching for my edge. Every setback became a stepping stone. Every cliff became a ledge. The pain arrived without a warning. The struggle stayed for years, but every time it tried to break me, I grew stronger than my fears. Feel the heartbeat, feel the fire. Every sacrifice takes me higher. I was born from the grind, built one day at a time. Every drop of sweat became a reason why I refuse to fall behind. Born from the grind, forged under pressure and strain. Every battle that I survived still runs inside my veins. This is my proof. This is my rise. This is my life. No one remembers easy victories. No one sings about comfort won. Legends are written in resistance, when the work is never done. The mirror show me every weakness. The iron show me every flaw. But instead of turning from the challenge, I gave everything I saw. Now the mountain stands before me, bigger than it's ever been. And that's exactly why I'm smiling, because I know I'll climb again. Feel the heartbeat, feel the fire. Every sacrifice takes me higher. One more rep, one more round, one more chance to earn the crown. One more push, one more climb, one more victory over my mind. No limits, no excuses, no surrender, no retreat. I was born from the grind, and the grind made me strong. Every mile of pain and sacrifice became where I belong. Born from the grind, still chasing something more, because the strongest version of myself is waiting beyond the next door. Born from the grind, built to endure. Born from the grind, the iron never lied to me. It showed me who I chose to be. No shortcuts hidden in the dark. No mercy for a fragile heart. Every morning before the sunrise. I chased a dream through tired eyes. While others slept, I built my name, one silent sacrifice at a time. Feel the weight, feel the strain. Greatness lies beyond the pain. The iron never lies. The iron always knows who will break beneath the pressure, who will rise and never fall. The iron never lies. It reveals what's inside. Every rep becomes a promise. Every battle builds the fire. The mirror sees what others don't. The miles walked when nobody knows. The discipline behind the glory. The chapters hidden from the story. I face the doubt, I face the fear. I've heard defeat whisper in my ear. But every setback fueled the hunger and made the warrior even stronger. Feel the weight, feel the strain. Greatness lies beyond the pain. When my muscles start to fail, when my lungs begin to burn, that's the moment champions rise. That's the moment legends earn. No excuses, no retreat, no surrender, no defeat. The iron never lies. The iron forged my soul. Through every scar and every struggle, I became unbreakable. The iron never lies. The truth is crystal clear. The strongest version of myself is standing right here. Oh, the iron never lies. The iron never lies. I've battled mountains made of doubt. I've walked through storms that wore me down. But every time I hit the bottom, I found another way around. The world kept judging from a distance. They only saw the finished frame. Never the nights I spent rebuilding. Never the cost behind the name. The hardest fight was never outside. It wasn't rivals, fear or fate. The greatest war I ever fought was with the man I couldn't escape. Face to face, eye to eye. Truth is something you can't hide. The man in the mirror keeps testing my soul, asking if I'm willing to pay the price of every goal. what can make me stronger. No applause can build my will, because discipline is what remains when motivation loses its thrill. The mirror never offers comfort. The mirror never bends the truth. It shows the gap between who I am and who I'm fighting to become. So I keep showing up regardless, whether I win or whether I fail, because every step toward greatness leaves another weakness past. Face to face, eye to eye, truth is something you can't hide. No excuses left, no masks to wear, no one else to blame. Just the reflection staring back, calling out my name. Become more, become stronger, become relentless, become unstoppable. The man in the mirror no longer sees fear, only scars that became lessons through every difficult year. In the mirror finally understands that greatness isn't something found, it's something built by hand. The man in the mirror, the warrior within. The man in the mirror will never quit again. A crown isn't gold when you earn it. It's sweat running down your face. It's showing up when nobody's watching and refusing to lose your place. The road to power isn't glorious. It's lonely, cold and steep, built from sacrifices nobody notices and promises you choose to keep. I carry doubt across my shoulders, I drag fear through the rain, but every burden made me stronger. Every struggle rewired my veins. Stand your ground, hold the line. Greatness is earned one day at a time. This is the weight of a king, heavy as the world can be, but pressure only sharpens the warrior inside of me. The weight of a king carved into my bones. Every battle taught me how to stand when I'm alone. I won't break, I won't bend. I wear this crown until the end. The mirror knows the truth about me. The nights I almost walked away, the mornings I chose discipline, when comfort begged for me to stay. No legend rises without failure, no empire stands without a cost. Every victory worth remembering was built on something once thought